everybody, my name is Sherry. Welcome to my stamp studio. The project I'm going to do for you in just a second is not the one that I intended when I first got up this morning, but the day's gotten away from me. Lots of flower things, lots of wedding things. Yesterday was entirely wedding stuff. So I did get, if you're in Card Club, then this is the stamps that we're going to use in Card Club. If you're interested in joining me in my online Card Club, you can go to either of these videos and get the link for information. But if you're in Card Club, I did get the links posted for you to do your add-ons this month. You can add on everyday details, or you can add on inspirational sketches, or you can add on both. You can get some celebration stuff depending on how you do it, and everybody's going to get something celebration. So that will be in the email for those of you that are in Card Club. Then today, when we got up, Stampin' Up! On February 1st has released some new choices for your celebration selections. There's two different stamp sets. There's the paper that is the kid paper from the mini, and I've used that. I should have brought the card over here to show you. There is a folder, the whole set of core colored markers, and then one of the things that's a $50 choice is the Delight, I think it's called Delightfully Eclectic, and I don't even have it to show you, set of designer series paper. But I wanted to point that one out because it's one of the giant paper stacks, and it's a retail value of $30. So you spend $50 and you can pick a $30 pack of paper. One of the other things and that's why I've kind of switched the video, is that they have added these cards and envelopes. They're also a $50 selection. So I'm going to show you something with those, and then I'll tell you a little bit about it. And then I have posted the host code that I have for February. So in February, you can get the Pale Pink and Pretty Peacock Foil Gems, or the ribbon. I think the ribbon's the higher one, and when you get the higher one, then you get both, and you get my VIP projects. So I'm going to work on VIP projects. I'm also going to try to run out to the pool. It's like 50 here today, and the sun is out for like the first time in literally weeks. January was the grayest, cloudiest month that Indiana had on record. So it's been a little gloomy, and I did the treadmill for a little bit this morning, and I was looking out the window, and I thought, no, I would always rather be in the pool than on the treadmill. So I'm going to try to run out there real fast because I don't have enough going on. So these are the note cards and envelopes. They're in the mini catalog, and they have been added. There's a stack of them. I don't know how many you get because, of course, I tore my little paper off, but there's a ton of them. So the cards are pretty in themselves. It's really the envelopes that make them beautiful. Check out how pretty these envelopes are. So the inside of all of them, and then there's the section that you can write on or put a label on. So my team leader from California sent me this card along with a giant package of stuff. She's wonderful. So I got this fun little free card that she made. So it's a Z-fold, and it uses the Memories and More pack, which I did not have yet, but she sent it to me. She sent me these gems. I'm going to use different gems today, and then she sent me a pack of this paper as well. So I'm going to kind of do a little mix up on her card. And then as I sat down to do it, I have a list of thank you cards I have to make for wedding vendors, for the girl who did the alterations, for the cake maker, for the DJ, for all of just generic thank you cards. I think I need like 12 or 15 of them. So as I started looking at this pack, look how cute this little packet is. The Memories and More, they're designed to be used as scrapbooks. Super easy way to scrapbook, but you can also use them on cards. So these are all double-sided. I love that side. I love that this I love the 70s. I was just old enough to know about all the fashion, but I was old enough to know about it, but too young to really participate in being a hippie. Even though that was my secret dream, in fifth grade, who doesn't want to be a hippie when the cool older kids that are older than you are hippies. So this kind of takes it right back. It has a real 70s vintage flair to it. I love that piece. It got some words, and it's not all like that, but you can definitely play it that way. Like, this is not vintage. It's just kind of the color. So I am going to take some of these cards, and I am literally going to throw together my thank you cards. So I'm kind of letting you see them. Aren't they fun? So there's these that slide in. We have page protectors if you've not seen them in the catalog. They're fun to give to your kids so they can scrapbook easily, and then you can just have the Oh, I like this one too. That was my grandma's favorite song. She sang it to us all the time. I'll put that one aside. Then in addition to the smaller cards, you get a couple of sheets of stickers, and they have this really fun bronze foiling on them, and I'm in love with the butterfly. And then there's these, but look at this one. Look at all the bronze on this. So super fun. And then as well as the stickers, you get some larger cards. This is the one that was stuck on the card that she sent me. So we have all, oh, there's the butterfly again. And I love this one, and I think that'll make a good, like, doesn't that look like a DJ card? So let's do one or two. I'm not going to do too many. And I'm just going to, here's the one she did. And I'm just going to switch up, even though she sent me these, I'll switch it up so you can see a different look. And that way, when I'm done filming and this is uploading, I can just go ahead and make quickly a bunch of cards. So obviously they're not works of art. If you want a work of art, go over and do Card Club. That's the great thing about stamping, is however much time you have or whatever your needs are, you can make it work for you. So I am going to take, I'll do two. Although I pulled out 3 of my favorites, and then there's that You Are My Sunshine. Maybe I'll just, after I make more, I'll put them on my website. So let's do these 2 cards. So these are not always standard card size, but the thing that's nice about it is that you get the envelope, so it doesn't matter. So I haven't measured it. I can't even see where the fold is. Let's flip this upside down so you can see better. So they are, yeah, that's 4 1/4. I can tell this is, it looks a little bit longer than 5 1/2. Yeah, it's 4 1/4 by 6 and something. I don't want to open my arm. So if this is 4 1/4, yep. So this needs to be 2 1/8. So 2 1/8. Make sure you have your scoring blade and not your cutting blade. So let's do this one, 2 1/8. And then let's do this one, 2 1/8. If you fold it, then you could see it better, or you can just go with the regular fold score if you're measuring things that are on funky paper like this. So 2 1/8. Scoring blade. And so then you'll notice on her card, let me move this out of the way. I might have to trim one of my things down. That she has the color, and I like the color that you can see both ways, right? So we're going to flip it this way. My bone folder. So let's fold them both in half first. So this would be the way the regular card is, right? And then you could put one of the big postcards on the inside if you wanted to decorate the big. But look, hers is folded backwards, so you get this twice. So it's easier to fold it the way that it's intended to be folded the first time, and then just fold it back. And then I'm going to fold this one. And now the card's really inside out, but you don't notice because of all the color. Let's do the same to this one. You know, in Try It class, I always have you fold and fold and fold things back and forth because it makes them lay a little bit better. Okay, so we have our 2 cards. And then let's go with, so I like both of these. So which one makes a better thank you? I love you each and every day. That's probably not for a vendor. But the world needs more people like you. I'm going to use that one. I think I'll put it over here. And then I love this one, like I said, but this is too big, right? This is the way that she did hers. So let's bring our paper trimmer over. Let's see how big this is. Is it 6 inches? It is 6 inches, so I need to cut it at 3. This time we're cutting. But look, if I cut this one at 3, I'm going to lose a little bit of wonderful. So I'm just going to smush it over. Because we don't want to cut our word off. So now we have this. And you could just use this one on this card and put the butterfly or something. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. Sometimes, and this is when I try to quickly make something and it doesn't become quick anymore because then I start creating. But we could do, I mean, obviously this is going to look great. So that's going to be one, but it doesn't have to be this one. Because we can take this, and where's my stickers? Are there any of these that are vendor appropriate? I think the butterfly might be a fraction too big. Oh, we could do this. Oops, I pulled an extra one. Yeah, I kind of like the brown on brown. Pecan. So now we've just made another one. And instead then you can take one of these that you're not going to use the side of, that could be written on. Let's do these on that one. This one doesn't have any yellow, so we don't need to. It's on the back. Let's do that. So we're just going to stick these on. You want to stick the ones on top first. Let me grab my... And I'm going to put this over here. And then when you open this one up, you want to make sure that this is hidden under. So what I like to do, and look, on the back of this now, you're going to get those really fun butterflies. So do this. I always try not to look at the wonderful thing I'm covering up. So don't press it down, and because it's seal, you'll be able to move it if it's not right. It needs to be in just a fraction more. In and down. Here we go. A little bit of it shows, but that's okay. There we go. And I like that little hint of it there. So that's that one. Now let's do this one. Always put your adhesive on this side, because if you put it on here and it goes over too far, then you have sealed up your card. We don't want to seal up our card. This one's going to fit a little bit better because they're the same size. So when they're the exact same size, you can just hold on to it. So now let's add some highlights on this one, and I'll do it on this one. I'm going to take one of the strips of the bronze. And I'm going to do it so it just goes right over the top. I have not thought these through, so it's just kind of a winging it situation over here. And then we have this little bit here, so we can fill it with, I don't really want to put a flower on it because I think that this would be a good one to give to the DJ. And I think it's a guy. I'm not even 100% sure. You know, some of us just pay the money when we never actually talk to the people. There's lots of flowers, but here's a little heart. It's appropriate for a wedding, right? Even if it's going to a guy. So we'll just fill that piece in there. And again, because this one I think will go to a guy, I have some ribbon out, but I'm not going to put it on this one. We'll just leave it kind of like this one that has no ribbon. And then I do want to put some embellishments on it, especially since there's no ribbon. But I love the cork. I love the cork that it kind of goes with this vintage feel of the cards. And the cork are fun. And I also think that, you know, whoever I give it to, male or female, the cork isn't going to make it too fluky, right? It's going to... so I'm going to put 2 of the big ones and then just 1 of the little ones. I'm not going to overdo it. Just want a simple, understated thank you card. So here's our first one. DJ done. And the best thing is I have the matching envelope and I can just take them all over. Actually, everybody's coming here. Not everybody, but bride and groom on Saturday. So we can work on the place cards. Now this one, we'll do a little bit different. Let's go ahead and close this. Let's just seal that shut. And now it's an obvious open, but it makes it a little bit easier to tie this ribbon around. So it would be fun to give the photographer, or actually I'll give the photographer the one with the paintbrush because that's kind of artsy. This one we give to the cake girl. Hopefully the vendors don't watch. And we have 2 hair, 2 makeup. They could also get one of these or I just think the butterfly and that paintbrush, they have that artistic feel to them. And makeup artists are obviously artists. Just tie this on here. So this is Lost Lagoon. I think this is probably Pretty Peacock. I don't know if I want it to be in a bow or not. Normally by the time you guys see me create something, I've already done it. I think I'm just going to go for a knot. So then we have, again, these fun little things. And because this, I feel like will go to a girl, well, there's far more female vendors than there are male. So let's stick this so it just kind of peeks out from behind there. Add a little bit. And then this one I'm going to do the cork too. That way it doesn't matter what I have made and what we need. We'll just be able to find appropriate ones for all the vendors. So there we go. Super fast, adorable little cards. And you could just take this same little template and the pack of them and then go for it. But I didn't get the cards the first time because I know this stamp, the note cards and envelopes will go with other stamps. And you saw the way that it folds. So normally you would just have, let me get it and show you. You would just have this as your front and then this is your inside, but you can always turn it. This is the fun way. I love the way she turned it though, so we get to see all of it as part of the card. Because if you turn it normally, you're going to have a white card. This is much prettier. So I will, at some point, I keep saying I will. We are running out of days because every time now I think that I have a day to work, it turns into wedding day. And that's happening. Tomorrow is wedding stuff. So enjoy these. When you need something quick and easy, then feel free to borrow Denise's pattern just the way I did and make a bunch of them. Have a great one. Bye.